Completion of the nearly $173 million expansion of the Sacramento Weir is now delayed by a year. One of the support walls for the bridge along the Weir is sinking, and that issue just became public last week.
Yeah, KCRA 3 investigates. Lizzie Mitri joins us. So, Lizzie, you found out the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has actually known about this issue for months now, although we're just finding out now.
Right, and KCRA was just out at the site last month with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers discussing the project. And at that point, they told us we're on track, we're on schedule, even though they actually knew there was an issue and they've known since March. So today we asked them why they weren't open about that. On the west side of the Sacramento River, near the Sacramento Bypass Wildlife Area, you'll find the nearly $173 million construction project underway to expand the Sacramento Weir, a major upgrade to protect against potential catastrophic flooding.
So we're constructing a passive weir structure, which is designed to carry the backflow coming off the American River up the Sacramento River during a flood event, off into the Yolo Bypass.
But the project has hit a snag.
So off to the north there, we have the north abutment wall. That's one of the 26 bridge supports.
Greg Tribal with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says the support wall is sinking.
The important thing to know, though, is that we caught the issue early.
They caught the issue back in March, but didn't tell the public until last week, staying silent about it last month even when KCRA was here at the site and asked, have there been any delays or hiccups? This is how Tribal responded.
Yeah. Construction, especially underwater, underground, is ripe for changes. In this case, we're on track, we're on schedule. Yes, things could happen, but right now things are looking pretty good.
The project is, in fact, not on schedule. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers now says this issue that they've known about for months will push the project's completion date back for 1 year to 2027. You knew about this issue when we came here last month and talked about this project. Why didn't you mention it?
Yeah, well, we didn't notice the extent of the settlement. We didn't know the impacts to schedule or budget. But what's important is that we discover the issue. We're getting after the fix right now. We know that we're going to experience about a year delay for that particular portion of the work. We have the opportunity to be transparent about that now.
Don't you think that's misleading, though, to not only was there not a mention that there was a delay, but using the words, we're on track, we're on schedule? Isn't that misleading?
Well, like I said, we didn't know the extent of the issue.
He added the issue is not a safety concern and said he didn't want to incite panic. How, if at all, will this affect the budget?
We are confident that because we plan for contingency, we'll complete the fix within the contingency framework.
In other words, the budget was built with considering
with consideration of challenges that come up. We plan for these things. It's the nature of the beast.
So moving forward, that bridge support wall that's sinking unevenly will have to be torn down and replaced. He says the new design for that should be finished by the end of next year. Then the actual replacement would finish the year after that.
Okay, so it was supposed to be done at the end of next year. They're now saying the end of 2027, but you notice their website says 2028. So when is this thing actually going to be operational?
Right, and looking into this, we were checking the website for all the latest information, and I asked them earlier this week why their website was actually saying the project would take until 2028. They have since updated that website with a clarification. So now they're saying the flood features of the project will be done by 2027. And then there's some final site cleanup, planting for erosion control. That will finish in 2028.
All right. Good clarification there. Lizzie, thank you so much.